Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Welcome to the Shon Black Podcast. I'm your host, Shon Black. Daughter Mac. Hold on. I hate when the back of it looks crazy. So welcome. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Shon Black, Daughter Mac, where everyday talk happens. Every day talk will happen right here with your homeboy, Shon Black, Daughter Mac. Now, I'm glad that we were able to have this time and the platform to do what we do. So we do, baby. You know what I mean? And today's podcast, we usually do advice. I said that crazy. Advice. That was wild. So we usually have advice on Fridays. But today we will be doing, we'll do a little bit of advice, but the most things we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about some trending topics that are happening around the world. And I'll be giving you my unvarnished opinion about such things. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. Shout out to everybody that comes into the pod. We always appreciate everything that you do. If you can make it in, let us. If you're here, you can make it in. That's what's up. If not, we do understand. I think my headphones are on. Hold on, let me see. Turn those off. Yeah. So I appreciate everybody coming on. Those of you that are on different platforms, welcome in. And we're going to get at it. We're going to get to it. Here's the one thing I tell you about streaming, man. Streaming is a lot of work. I respect streamers. People who stream and stuff, I respect you. You know what I mean? Me trying to get this in is crazy, especially when you do it alone. Like, so me, I'm a one-man shop, one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's good. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Today, we're going to just talk about random stuff. I'll give you my thoughts on a lot of things. Right or wrong, I don't apologize. That's never been me. If it's wrong, if I'm wrong, I'll tell you I'm wrong. But for the most part, I'm doing me. And so that's how I live life. And that's why I suspect everybody should live life. What up, Dez? I think everybody should live life that way. You're wrong, you take, but for the most part, you don't apologize for being who you are. I know for myself, sometimes I can be abrasive, but I think a lot of times, no, I just came on, Des. I just came on. I just stepped in the room. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? I just stepped in the room. And, yes, I feel like I'm choking. Today. But yeah, we're just, rambling at this point. We haven't really gotten into any of the topics. Oh, yeah, Kim, Sammy, the fly Puerto Rican told me she was live. Let's talk about that. And you know what? I'm glad. Let me give you an unvarnished opinion about that. So when you doing a live, like I'm live, I'm not selling anything, but most people who do live, they do sell some things. And so what I would say to you is, no, let me ask this question first. If I'm live, right, and I'm selling things, does it matter what the price is if I give you good quality products? All right, that's where I'm at. I want to know if I'm giving you good quality products. Does it matter what it is? Like what the price is? Now I'm not talking about thousands of dollars. I'm just saying, like, let's say I was doing the same thing as Miss Kim, right? Shout out to Miss Kim. Go check out her lives. You know what I mean? But if I came on and I said, yo, check this out, it's genuine leather. The bag might not be $60. Let's say the bag is 125 or 130 or 140. Would you buy? Would you purchase? She said, "Hey, listen, you can get the good, like the good quality ones, but it's not gonna be under 100. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna be under 100. And that's you can get belts and stuff for under 100, but if you want like good quality joints, it's gonna be like one. Sometimes I seen them at two and some change, but them joints is like no tell. You can't even tell the difference type stuff. You know what I mean? Their joints is them joints is like officially official. You know, I so for me, so my opinion, I would pay to play. That's just me. I'm not knocking anybody that does anything different. I mean, I'm the type of person that I want to pay to play. You know what I mean? I want to play, so I'm gonna pay. I don't know. Maybe some people won't. Yeah, like I'm talking about like yeah though, like you know what I mean? But like I said, I that's just me. That's just me. That's me who I am as a person. I gotta pay to play. Now, some people they won't they not with it. Like they got a certain budget that they go through and that's just that. Now, if it's good quality, like good quality stuff, would you you know, I think you should just pay to play. That's me. Now, if you don't care, you just don't care. But like my advice is pay to play. That's it. You gotta, especially if you kind of living in a certain, you want to live a certain way. You gotta pay to play. You want to play, you gotta pay. That I've always lived like that. I've lived by that type of like that was my rule. Too cool for school. You know what I mean? I wanna play. I wanna pay. I wanna play. And that's just the way it was. Um, I don't know. That's that's a good joint. How was the live? Was it good? Hey yo! Whoa, 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 whoa! My girl Mina is in the building. Everybody go follow Mina Mixology on TikTok. Her joint. Go follow all of that. All of that. Everybody go follow Mina if you in the chat. As the people come in, we gonna be putting people in there. Dez, you need to go follow her. You need to go follow Miss Mina on the tickety tock tock to the tickety tock tock. I'm sending them all over there, girl. Everybody, come and get it. Everybody. And she put the voice on you too, son. She be like, hey, so how is everybody today? We're here and we're gonna jam just a little bit as we go live. Did I get the voice down? Did I get the voice down? The voice is crazy. The voice is crazy. At first time I was like, hey yo! Hey yo! You need to get back on the tickety tock tock to the tick tock. Okay? We need to get back on the tickety tock with it. Huh? Said call in, hear the voice. Oh yeah. That's right. Oh yeah. You gotta the voice is crazy. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if we can pick up. Hold on. That the voice is wow. They want to hear the voice. Hold on. I gotta add the string to join the voice. Oh yeah, it's receiving calls too. Let's see if she calls in. If you can hear her voice. Oh, I'm not the hotline bling. It only ain't one thing. Is that hotline bling? Hold on, I'm about to call you on the hotline. I'm about to call you on the hotline so you can hear the voice. Let's see. Hold on, guys. We're gonna get Miss Mina on the line. Wait, hold on. That's not right. That's not right. Hold on. Thing I can't see, girl. I can't see. Two. Let's see if we can hear Miss Mina. Yo.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll.
Oh. I don't know. I just tried to hit you, girl. I'm gonna try it one more time. You gotta pick up. It probably sent me straight to voicemail.
Hi, if you record your name.
Hey yo.
Hello. Yo, what in the world is going
What's happening? You are live.
Well, hello, pausers. What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing?
I need the voice.
Yo, what? In order for me to do the voice, I have to I have to talk into my mic. It's like different when I'm on the phone. It's different. Like the mic picks it up like more beautifully. You know what I mean?
It's too beautiful.
No, the mic. It's the mic that makes it. It's the condenser mic.
The
You know about
voice
condenser
is,
mics. It
yeah,
makes it
that is
crispy. You know
true.
what I
It
mean?
keeps it crispy. Well, when you're on the phone, you can
Well, what are we
still
talking about? Like, what is this hotline all about? What is going on? What is
so
happening right now?
the,
Like, I
what
need
is
answers.
happening? What happened is we want to hear your voice.
I'm getting off the phone. Get off my phone, Black. You get on my nerves. Bye.
I
I'm going
love
to go
you,
back in the
man.
line.
I'll see you
Love
later.
you too. All right. Bye.
There you have it, Miss Mina. Go check her out on. Oh yeah, see, we need to be arranged. We need to arrange something. That's right. You know, please go and follow her, please, on Mina Mixology. Go and follow her. She's a great DJ, a phenomenal singer, phenomenal singer. She has the best voice. And so please go and follow her and listen to her music. She also is a producer, songwriter, and just a talented human being, and my sister. And so uh please go and show her some daggone love on the TikTok. Media Mixology, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen. And I don't remember what the phone number is, but please put the phone number in the chat. Isn't that crazy? I don't even remember what the daggone podcast phone number is. It is the my pod, and I don't remember it. But you know what? It doesn't matter what the phone number is now, does it? I appreciate the shout out, man. Oh yeah, Julie Andrews. And are you guys able to see her joints in the chat? I wonder. I don't know. Cause I haven't seen her joints pop up. I guess they do. Um. So yeah, man. The chat. What? I don't even remember what we were talking about. I don't even remember what we were talking about. We're supposed to talk about so many things. I was supposed to be giving you my advice. He said I can't see anyone. Are you streaming somewhere else? I'm streaming in on all platforms. Ah, that's interesting. I wonder why. Hold on, I'm about to reset the chat box, and hopefully everything will just come flying back in. Oh, you got to pay to play. That's right. You got to pay to play. So we were talking about lives, right? And so there's a young lady who does a live, and she sells handbags and other things. And so I was like, yo, if you buying a handbag, you know what I mean, or you buying from any live, do you buy if you're buying the knockoff versions, right? The knockoff versions, I'm at the point in life as a 50-year-old man that the knockoff version, I don't care. If it's real, it's real. If it's not, it's not. Shon Black, Dawn and Mac does not care. Did somebody in my house just fall down? It seems like somebody in my daggone household just fell down. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that didn't sound good. Fly Puerto Rican, if you still on the line, did you hurt yourself? I said, so anyway, yeah, so my question was, do you pay to play? Oh, the door fell. Okay. Um, so do you pay to play? Or like as far as like they have different levels of the knockoffs, right? So do you buy the high level knockoff or you do buy the low level knockoffs? That was my thing. Do you pay, like Des said, she's only gonna pay $100. That's her cap. And me, I was like, you gotta pay to play. You gotta pay to play. Now, if you can't afford the real thing, I get it. Um, I'm at the Yeah, let it be known. Hey, listen, ain't no shame in Black's game. Now, Shon Black, Daughter Mac does not care if it's knocked off. If you see me with a Gucci belt, it might be a knockoff. It might be a knockoff because at 52 years old, I don't give two hootenannies. Two hootenannies. One and two. Shon Black, Daughter Mac does not give two nannies about the knockoffs and if it's a knockoff. If it looks authentic, I might just put it on. That's right. Whatever's on clearance, Trevor, you do whatever. And guess what? That knockoff is clearance. It's clearance, and I'm going to clear it out. And I don't know why you're not showing up in the chat, Mina. That's crazy work. I don't know why it's not doing that, but you know what I think it is? I think it's because when I added it, I didn't like restart it. I tell you, Streamlabs is probably one of the most difficult joints to stream in. It's crazy. I had this one that was just so dope. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be decent, but you know what? It's also like it's your level of whatever you want to do. Me personally, I if I'm gonna do it, as long as it looks the part, I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? Now if I'm gonna pay, right, I gotta look the part. You charge me, say, well, next time you another. Oh yeah, that's what's up. The fly Puerto Rican has not cooked the food yet. Well, she did cook part of it, but I'll eat after the pod is over. And I appreciate you coming on, sis. I love you. I hope that you're doing. Yeah, of course, you're doing excellent. We'll talk sometime this week. And we'll figure out the whole chat thing. because I want to be able to. I don't know. Everybody else can be seen except for her. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I seen some good ones. I seen some real good ones. Matter of fact, bro, listen, I got you know where you go find some really good ones. If you want some good stuff, you got to go to Reddit. I don't know people. I don't know if people still use Reddit anymore, but Reddit got everything. You want to know things? Go to Reddit. Reddit is the spot. Um, I'm that so my advice to you is just get some good knockoffs. If you're going to wear the knockoffs, get some good ones. And go see Miss Kim. I heard she got some good ones. Let's see. What else are we talking about today? Space news. Space news is no news because nobody went to space. My opinion, my advice is do not believe NASA. They are lying to you. Okay? That's the big space news. Space news is there is no news because ain't nobody go to space. Nobody went to space. Well, they didn't go to the moon. I think they go into orbit, but I don't think they go into the moon. It's nuts. They lying. Sorry, they lying. I I don't know what the heck what's going on in space. They said they flew around the moon. You know, this is the joint, right? So you're in space, you're taking all these amazing pictures of the earth out the window, you like this, you taking the pictures, you doing the selfie, you like you know what I mean? And the moon is right there behind you looking out the earth. I mean, the earth is right behind you looking out the glass and all of this crazy stuff. And you like, yeah, you know, we went to space and the Artemis 2 went to space and all this other crazy stuff. But here's the rub, right? I would think that if that really happened, you would have like cameras mounted on the front so you could watch it as it launched. It went through. The only thing you really saw is the stuff from like the 1960s, the same joint where the rocket kind of separates and you see the outside as the rocket separates. You don't have no cameras in the front showing, you know, the craft moving through the joint, approaching the moon. You don't see nothing from the sides. You don't see, all you see is these still images. There ain't no videos. And then here's the part that really kills me, right? So then apparently Trump calls the people in the space joint. He calls and he says, yeah, what's up? You know, he goes, hello, you guys are making history. You know how Trump talks. You know how Trump talks. So he called all the way out. They was like 4 days out. We'll see you when you get down onto the planet. You guys are great Americans. Great Americans. And then, so he called him 4 days out. So, because the trip took 9 days. So, 3 or 4 days. Well, you know, they went into space. You know what I mean? But he gets on the horn and he gives him a call. And he says, you know what? Tells him all kinds of stuff. They're like, thank you, Mr. President. It's a great opportunity and all that. I can't even get good reception at my daggone house. Are you trying to tell me that they could get reception 4 days away from space? 4 days. 4 days away. 3 days. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was 1 day. Let's say they were 24 hours out before they hit Earth's atmosphere. 24 hours. They were a whole day away. I'm down the street from a cell tower right now. It's less than 5 miles away. And I got 2 bars. They have crispy communications in space. Crispy. He dialed up. Oh, you don't know how space works? They just use satellites. Really? Really? Huh? I, I don't understand how people believe this crap. The president calls the Artemis. He calls up to the Artemis with crispy communications, and you can't get phone service in a tunnel, under a bridge, out at your job, in your office, in your own bathroom, in my house, your house, the White House, any house. You can't get clear communications. But 1 to 4 days out from space, when they're traveling to the planet, the president calls. Hello, this is Trump. This is Trump. You're a great American. All he is going down in history as a great American. Outrageous. Outrageous. The whole thing is outrageous. People got to stop believing this crap. People have to stop believing this crap. They didn't go to space. Daggone it. You know what I mean? They didn't go to space. I don't believe it. I like Trump. It's out of control. It's out of control. But they did that because they know that people ain't paying attention. People are not paying attention. They are not paying attention. So, and then they'll say, you're probably one of those flat earthers. Well, guess what? I don't believe the earth is round. I don't know if it's flat. Full disclosure, I don't know if it's flat or round. But I know one thing is for certain. The moon is out during the day. It ain't circling around nothing because it's out during the day. And you get outside and then the moon is sitting right there. You see it. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? You ain't go to the moon. They got videos, and so next year, we're in 2028. We're gonna go and we're gonna land. We're gonna have the first land, and since you ain't landing on nothing, y'all gonna be right in the studio landing. People gonna be like, oh, they landed on the moon. They're gonna be right there, pre-recorded. They will pretend like they jumping around, and then there was some kind of video where they had this ball, and they were trying to show like anti-gravity or whatever. And they dropped it, and it was supposed to like float, and that joint just dropped straight to the ground. Whoop! And everybody's sitting there like this, and they were gonna go pick it up, and they just didn't, hoping that nobody saw it. This is the foolishness, man. I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy. I really do. I think it's kind of crazy and sick. And that people are supposed to, people believe it. And I just opened this news page. It says, new evidence suggests Mars once had a vast ocean. Absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about that, other than it never happened. That's something that I believe that never happened. I believe it's a way for them to, I believe in the 60s they did it because they needed a way to kind of show people that they were ahead in everything that they did, like the Russians and stuff like that. And I think the same thing is happening now when you got all of this stuff going on in the world. What better distraction is to send a rocket into space? So that is that. What else? So I had a few things on the list. Social relationships and social relationship debates. People, listen, if you're in a relationship, make sure your relationship works. If you're in a relationship, a bad relationship, get out. Nobody cares about if nobody cares he's beating you up. if you ain't doing nothing about it. You know what I mean? If the girl is cheating on you, you should have been left. You already knew she was a cheater before you even got with her. What else is happening? Let's see. I don't know. What else do we got going on here? Fashion and lifestyle. We talked about that. Celebrity drama. Wasn't there a girl who was a model who actually like an influencer like hit her with a car? I don't know. I thought I heard about that, but maybe that was like some kind of thing that they were just pretending like it happened and it never really happened. I don't know. And then they got this Michael Jackson movie. We talked about that last week. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that. I want something. I hope if they talk about something about Mike that we didn't know about, that'll be cool. But if they don't, I'm not interested. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else in celebrity news, unless you guys have something. I did hear that No Diddy is trying to get out of jail. You know what I mean? He's trying to get out of the can, my man. No Diddy. He's trying to get out. Which I mean, I don't blame him for that. I would be trying to get up out of there too. Um, I'd be trying to get up out of there too. And you know what I mean? I don't think he should have gotten, and I don't think that he should have been in jail. I think Cassie is who she is. Everybody knows who Cassie is and what Cassie is. I won't repeat it on the program because my mama told me if I don't have anything nice, then don't say anything at all. So I refuse to say anything negative about Cassie because everybody knows what the negative thing is that I'm going to say. I digress. So that I think that's about it. I feel bad for Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis, man, he's got something going on with his mind, and that's sad to see. I like his movies, and they said that he sold he had a mansion that he sold for about. Hold on one second. We have a caller. What up, caller?
What's going on?
You know you are live on the pod right now. So my man Ant, so yo, celebrity news. You have anything about these crazy celebrities? Anything that Shon Black? Because you know I don't be following them around. Not that you do anyway, but did you hear anything crazy lately?
I don't personally. I don't listen. I don't think about celebrities.
Yeah, me either. That's why it's hard to do anything about them because I don't be messing with them like that.
All you have to do is look on social media. Social media tell you everything you need to know about celebrities.
Oh, now speaking of that, I did see something where some chick slapped Ice Spice.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
They slapped her.
But you know what? Cloud chasing.
Cloud chasing.
That cloud chasing gonna get that girl. She gonna do time because her dumb ass ran to social media and basically dummy confessed.
Oh, did she now?
Oh yeah, they know who she is. Ice Spice is gonna sue that girl.
She should. If you just walked up to her and just slapped her for no reason, that's crazy.
It's clout chasing. People go to these places. You got these people that see people, and they got one of their buddies filming it, doing dumb shit, and then they think everything's a joke. That's why it's the same way as people was doing them pranks until that dude got killed.
Oh, a dude got killed doing pranks?
About a year or two ago.
I know
Listen,
they.
man, you can't be playing around with people.
I know one dude did a prank out here in Virginia, and he did the pew pew to him, and but he survived. I think.
They arrested that dude. That shit's sad.
Yeah, but I think he got away with. I think he did get out. But the fact that they even arrested him in the first place was crazy.
That knock on the door challenge, you would kick your door in. I remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, man. Listen, there's a lot of things that come with that, there, boy.
Listen, man. The only way to stop these kids and these fools from pulling these pranks is if they gotta give them a mandatory minimum. Like for instance, if you go and you are part of one of these mobs where you running the stores, give them a 5-year minimum in state prison. Give them a 5-year minimum.
He said a 5-year minimum?
5-year minimum. I guarantee you. Remember, I used to be a CO. I done seen a lot of these dudes people think is killers. I done seen a lot of them cower like bitches and cry.
Ooh, what you say they say? What you say they say? Mama.
Huh? I saw a dude that a guy's in prison call his mama. His mama called up to the jail, to the prison, to basically state his case. I told him straight up while he was in the cell. I said, bro, you a crack baby. I see it in
you. He said he's a crack baby?
Of course, man.
What did he say? He said,
yo, hey, listen, man. You know how many inmates told me, Scott, make sure you put on my paper. I'm on a hunger strike. I'm like, word? I said, don't worry, man. I don't care if you eat or not. I got lamb chops and mashed potatoes at the house for the night.
When you told him you got lamb chops and mashed potatoes at the house, you don't care if they eat?
I don't care.
Yo, imagine you telling somebody they locked down. Yeah, they say, man, make sure somebody says, son, I don't care if you eat. I got lamb chops and mashed potatoes at the crib.
Man, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that, man. I had dudes threaten me. I had dudes, yo, Scott, man, if I see you when I get out of here in Philly, if I see you, I said, dog, I ain't from Philly. I said, I'm from Queens, dog. I said, but I tell you what, now that I know you after me, don't worry, I'm going to make sure I catch up with you first.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. But it's a lot of stuff going on in the world. The young boy got killed in my old neighborhood.
You gotta say the word unalived. You can't say that live.
Oh, unalived. He got unalived by a dude for no reason. Looked like they was about to jump him. It's all over social media, and they unalived him.
That's crazy.
And now, I guess the shooter's family tried to put out a story that the kid unalived, the dude who did it unalived himself, but NYPD not going for none of that.
Oh, they looking.
Where's the body? Since he unalived himself, where the body at?
Oh,
he
snap!
ain't alive. You trying to go on the run?
On the run? He about to do that time.
Hey, like I put on my IG, what they need to do is bring back stop and frisk in every major city.
There we go.
To get these guns off the streets. Since these idiot parents can't raise their kid and keep their kid in the street and teach them the right way, as the old school people say, let Johnny Law get their hands on him.
That's right. But you know, as I get older, I understand now what I didn't understand then is that you gotta live a good existence, and there's a lot of people that don't live that good existence. They totally don't understand that, And before it used to be like, man, you know, you can't, you gotta stay true. You can't do this. So now you be looking at it like, bro, listen, the stuff that y'all dudes is doing is just corny.
Well, this is a different era. Like this era, the music is terrible, and I don't care what nobody say. The music is the main reason why
I have to
these
agree with
kids
that.
are doing the nonsense that they do.
That's right. Because you know, I was telling somebody today, the streets was the streets was just exclusive to real street dudes. Back in the day, if you wasn't a street dude or you was a young boy on the block, they would the old hustlers would tell you to get out of here. Get off the block. We don't you know you ain't supposed to go to school.
That's a whole different era.
There's a whole different era.
This era right here.
The era of the crash dummy.
This era right here, you got 45-year-old dudes out here calling a young boy big bro. What are you talking about here, man?
Hey, I seen the dude today. He had gray braids. Like his whole head was gray. Like gray. Goatee gray, hair was gray. And he had them joints braided down and tied up in the back. I looked at the fly Puerto Rican. I said, listen, at what age do you stop braiding your hair? Unless you...
The funny thing is that I had this conversation with somebody today. I told them, I said, listen, it's no way possible a grown man should be walking around with braids, man. These dudes be out here walking around with the old Bow Wow braids.
The Bow Weezies. That's what son had. The cornrows all the way back. Son, the joints, it's whole. Son, I'm gonna tell him, like, his hair was silver. He didn't have no black spots. No black spots.
Man. We in an era where the only way to stop these kids, honestly, I believe that they should do a nationwide curfew.
Well, they got one in D.C. and that joint there, man. Listen, man, them kids out there in D.C. is wilding. In D.C., they bugging.
What they do is arrest them, and then be like, you know what? We gonna send you to military camp. If you can't complete military camp, you will be going to the penitentiary. Yeah. That's all.
You know that you want to get rid of, you want to stop criminals too. You know what you do? You have like an unwinnable conflict somewhere where you just drop off. You get the soldiers, but you only get them from like the penitentiaries and stuff like that. Listen, you get life sentence, 25 years. You go into the front lines. You want to unalive people, then you just do it on the front line. That's where you at.
Because the stuff that's going on now is, yes, I know it's a lot of dynamics to it. I know, and I tell anybody this. Me and my father had this discussion actually on Saturday. Single parent households, poverty. You got people, and the single parent households and poverty go hand in hand. Because you know what? You got broke people having babies. You're fucking broke. What do you need? What are you having a kid for?
Right. She said, one of the people said that they just put a curfew down in Virginia Beach. She said, I think it's 9:30. You know, it's funny you said that, Des, because I saw a video where a guy was out there doing a news story, like him and his team was out there doing a news story, and that joint was crazy. The boys rolled right up on him. Grown men, like this dude looked like he was in his late 40s, early 50s, and they rolled up on him. Like, what are you doing outside at the door? There's a curfew. He's like, bro, I work in the media. I'm doing the stories. So they said, put your hands behind your back.
You want to stop kids? You want to stop people from going to prison? It's an easy fix, bro. It's easy. And I told you this before. You start shipping these motherfuckers to El Salvador.
To that prison. Yeah, you should ship them out there to that prison out there.
Listen, you start shipping these fools to El Salvador where they not on U.S. soil and tell them basically the only way you're going to get visits is through TV visits and monitors. I guarantee you the rate of people going to prison will dramatically drop. But the problem is that these young kids act on impulse, and most of the time, 80% of the black males in jail is from fatherless homes. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's sad.
The reason why is the same conversations I had when I was a CO at the prison. I used to tell dudes, I said, the reason why, I said, you killed somebody. I said, you were raised in a single household, wasn't you? They would say, yeah. I'd be like, you know what that come from? You got the emotions of a woman.
Yeah, they're emotional.
Me, I'm not emotional like that based on the fact that I had my father and mother have been married for almost 50, it'll be 53 years in July.
Wow, congratulations, man. That's congratulations. You know, my parents probably been around that too, because I'll be 53 this year. So yeah, I think they got married a year before. So they might be on their 53rd year. And I know there's people commenting, but I can't see the comment. I can hear it chiming, but I can't see the comments. If you're commenting, my bad. I don't know where you're commenting at, but I can hear it.
But one thing I'll tell everybody, if you got kids, man, you better keep your kid out the street. Because I'm going to tell you, first off, prison is nothing but, American prisons is nothing but slave labor. And these fools don't get it. They talk all this stuff. But once you behind them walls, especially if you behind them walls with dudes that don't got nothing to lose, for my life, I ain't got nothing to lose.
Right.
I didn't see young boys ask for GP, ask to go to the hole on purpose because dudes is on them.
Right. Yeah. Hey, listen. These cats don't understand what the heck they doing. They have zero idea about what they doing.
Yeah, they'll realize it. They don't realize it. A lot of them never realize it into that gate, into that door slam on them. It's like all the inmates used to say. They say, yo, Scott, man, the first 5 years you in here, you be all right. It's okay the first 5 years after you adapt. But then when it gets to year 6, year 7, it's a whole different story. I had an inmate. This dude, he went in on a 5 to 7. He assaulted so many COs at other prisons that he ended up doing a 100-year sentence. I'll never forget. He was at the door of his cell, and he was like, Scott. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, man. He looked like with tears in his eyes. He said, Scott, I want to go home. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I told him. I said, you are home, brother.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, that's brutal. That's brutal. That's brutal. That was brutal, man. That's brutal. So if you got some advice for cats that might even be considering the streets, what's your advice right now?
Don't do it, because I'm gonna tell you this. They not playing no more. Them days is over. The little skid bid days is over.
That's right.
The skid bid days are over. Why do people think that they letting the old heads get out of prison? They letting the old guys get out because they gotta have room for the new ones.
Right, yeah.
They letting all the 55, 60-year-old dudes come home. That's just by design.
Right.
Because they said, you know what? We done got 30, 40 years out of this one.
Yeah,
we need to get some more.
We need new labor.
We need new people.
That's
and
right.
Now you locked up. Because listen. You, like I told, like I've had, and don't get it twisted. It's certain dudes, every dude that I crack jokes on and laughed at when I was at prison and did that shit was dudes that was giving me a hard time.
Right.
I had some good discussions with young dudes and told them to get out of prison, do the right thing. They used to be like, yo, Scott, I'm getting out. I'm getting out in 6 months. I said, yo, man.
Here's the update on Chlorophyllus that everyone's been waiting for. We've started seeing improvements in her energy level.
Former inmates. I tell anybody, tell your kids to go to school.
At first, you thought the defenses of DRU City,
HVAC, carpentry, plumbing, especially welding. Get those fields. Forget that shit. That computer shit, that shit is a thing of the past. It's never coming back.
Right.
The job market from when we was kids ain't gonna be there no more. That shit's over. But
right.
Yo, I gotta go.
All right, yo, it's great having you on, man. We need to have you more and more often, man. You's off the hook. he said I'm about to have lamb chops and potatoes. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you eat. Yo, we gotta do it again. And
all right, man.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Give it up for my man Anton, man. Give him a round of applause in the chat. You know what I'm saying? My man Anton is off the hook. Let's clap it up for my man Ant. Man, he's a funny guy. You know, we at the pod, man. If you want to come on, we come on to the pod, man, and we'll have a good time. I want to appreciate everybody that came on today. I know we running a little long because usually I'm gone by this time. But it's always a fun time. I'm glad that you guys. I hope you guys learned a little something. He did used to be a CEO. He used to tell me crazy stories. I won't say where he was at. You know what I mean? But he was a CEO for a while, and the stories is off the hook. And maybe I have him come on more often and tell some CEO stories. But we always gonna have fun on the show. And it's crazy. We're gonna have characters on. Shout out to my girl Mixology, Mina Mixology. If you can, please go and show her some love on all platforms. I believe her stuff is the same. Also, my brother Ant, I don't know if he has a YouTube or any of that, so I had to ask him about that. Also, go and follow I think it's called Father and Son Sense. Father and Son Sense on all platforms. I'm gonna look now, but I think that's what it's called. They a father and son team, and it's called Father Son Sense, and they do cologne together. Father and his son, my man Chris, and his son Bean Dip. They are launching a brand where they try out colognes and give you their best, and perfumes, because the wife is going to be there too. And I think that's pretty dope that a father and son are doing that together. That's really a good way to bond with your family. So I think that's pretty cool. So please go follow him. My man Bear Down, go follow him. Follow the homegirl also. She got leg. Somebody that I met a long time ago, and she had her leg amputated, and so she has a channel now talking about that, and so that's a good one. Also Fish Scale Nova, my Gym Junkies, my man Shan, he's in there doing his thing. Funny Bar, that's another one you should follow. My man KT, and there's just so many of them out there that people should get onto, man, and really kind of put it out. I'm gonna bring next time. I'll just add their ats in the description so you guys can go in and click on and get the view. Wednesday, TV show Wednesdays, we will be here to recap what you've been watching on the weekend, and then Friday we'll be putting out a fresh list of new TV shows and movies you should be coming out there. If you have any show ideas, make sure you come and holler at your boy Shon Black. Doing it back. We also will be selling merch soon, so let us know if you are, some of you guys that have been with me for a while. I'm just going to put you into the Patreon, and y'all going to be my Patreon members, so I'm going to send you the free stuff. Go out there in the wild and take pictures of the merch and post it for me. All right? Like I love all of you. Peace, love. You know what I'm saying? Like we do. 7:30 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to get it in. Also, man, take care of yourselves and others. That's what we are. That's what we're about here on the podcast. Thanks for everybody that comes out. Keita, I saw you dip in and dip out. You probably is tired. No, I wasn't at the job today, but I'll be there tomorrow. Ha ha! And everybody pray for my daughter Briella. She